Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 11 of Darwell20's Enigmatica 2 series. Today, we've got some work to do. I need to get my new base, courtesy of a submission from a viewer, up and running, and today's the day that happens. Now, I have no idea which crates are which. Probably should have made sure I knew which crates were which before I picked them up. But, because, like, usually I have kind of, like, in the back of my mind how things work. So I'm like, yeah, I know which crates are which based on, like, the typical way that I place them down in the world, right? So I might wind up having to change things around a little bit. Like, that is not where I would normally want that to go. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to rearrange this stuff a little bit. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, like normally I would probably put like the building blocks out here. And like my first one would be metals and gems here. This is the one that's going to be all the machines I have to rebuild in my new base. This is miscellaneous junk, so that would be on the outer edge. Yeah, so there's a little bit of rearranging I'm going to have to do there. But what I do need, rather pronto-ish, would be food. Food, which I should have. Oh, honey soy ribs. That sounds delicious. Sure, don't mind if I do. Okay, that works. At least I'm healing up a little bit. Not sure if I need these Man of Steel boots. I'm going to call them miscellaneous junk. Sorry, Vasky, not sorry. And then mob drops. Inferium Essence? Where have I been putting Inferium Essence? Have I been putting that? Where exactly have I been putting Inferium Essence? Do we have that mod that lets me like look for items in chests? I tried the hotkey that it normally is and I didn't find it. That's where I've been putting Inferium Essence. Cool. Yeah, I totally am going to have to rearrange this stuff in a little bit here because it's not in the order that I would expect it to be in my head. So we'll need a few more things. Not a big deal, absolutely, by far. Now what I'm going to do is maybe replace this. That looks cool. I like that. Yeah, that's what's up. Okay. Let's get some iron and some quartz and some wood. And I'm just going to rearrange this now because if I don't, I'm going to be super confused as to where things belong. So there you go. Okay. So this guy belongs in this place. Right? So that's what I would normally expect, right? So like the building blocks will be out here, then my metals and that. You technically don't belong over here, so I'm going to move you out to here, because that's going to be the things that I need to build out, right? You're miscellaneous junk, so you're going to be moved to probably over here, right? Yeah, that sounds good. You're like plants and trees. Yeah, modded items. And then mob drops. So mob drops I'm going to place next to plants and trees. And your modded items, and then your miscellaneous junk. Okay, works for me. So that's where I want my setup to be, right? Cool. I like it. So miscellaneous junk and blocks on the outside, and then that looks cool, right? I like that. It's a little bit close to this, but I think we'll be all right. We'll see how it feels as we go through. Next thing I think I should set up is my mechanism room. So I haven't entirely decided how to lay out this base, right? I think like that corner might be a good place for my mechanism room, right? And then like in the center of one of these places will be my Tinker's Smeltery. We'll kind of feel it out as we get going with things. I'm not super sure. I might cut some corners out of this area. Like it's a lovely looking base, but I want some functionality too. So like being able to cut through the corners, because right now like I'm in my mechanism room. I need a resource. I need to get resource. right? So I might carve out some corners, or at least like something that'll let me out of here really easily, so that I can get to my chests for stuff that I need. But we'll see. We'll figure that out. So yeah, let's get our mechanism stuff and get it all situated. So let's figure out how this is all going to work, right? So we've got a bunch of mechanism machines, right? Including the charging station. I mean, technically that's immersive engineering, right? But it'll be more a technological room, right? We'll have a separate room for immersive engineering stuff, right? We'll have our advanced solar panel ready to go. And what else might I need in my mechanism room? Probably not too much. I might want some chests, but we'll see. Yeah, that should be good for now. So let's build our base room over here and see what's up. So I'm making efforts to be more good at doing the things, right? So then we're going to want an enriching factory, a smelting factory, and then the crusher. Now, charging station, do you have to be powered in the back? I'm thinking you do, right? So that's okay. That's not a big deal. And you remembered your sidedness, right? Output and input. Good. Cool. So in terms of powering these guys, right, we can power them from the top. I'd really like to be able to power them from the back, right? What was the deal with fluxducts again? Not horrible, but totally need to get the network cables going here. So what was involved in getting those things? We need lapis plates, right? And blocks of redstone and network cables. And we get 32 of them. And then that's actually not a bad recipe, if I'm being totally honest. The only thing I need to do is get a gold plate and a lapis plate, which I can get using either a pressurizer or I can get a compressor. And we should be getting into IC2 anyway. So and a compressor from IC2 is not hard to get. So let's do that too, right? So I'm not entirely sure where my IC2 room will be, because I'd like it to maybe be this room. So what I might wind up doing is, let me figure out my orientation here at the moment, right? So like that, this door leads out to that side of the world, right? And this leads out to that side of the world. So if I wanted this room to be a machines room, that would be technically doable, right? All I'd need to do to make this pattern kind of match there is a few glass panes, which I think I've got in here. Here's Dyer trying to modify this awesome base that was built for him. And probably going to fail at it, but we'll find out. Cool. And then we want some slabs here. That works. Now this can be a machines room, right? Cool, I like that. So this can be my IC2 room. Neat. And we'll put IC2 based machines in here. So I do have one, it's the extractor. We're going to probably want to have a tree area. That might be outside, but we'll figure that out in a minute. And I'm probably going to want to have some kind of marker to indicate which area is which, right? So the extractor can probably chill here, and then we'll put our compressor there, and then we'll kind of go along. Now this area is lit up, and you can see I put doors around to try to, you know, be smart about some stuff. So, cool. So I'm gonna have to figure out exactly where I want everything to go. I might use I'm thinking like a colored wool right here on each area so that I can know like which spot is which, right? That works. So let's find, probably in my modded items chest, which should be this one, right? We should have a basic machine casing and we should have a circuit. And then in my blocks chest, we should have 6 stone, and that literally is what I need to get a compressor. Cool. And then lapis plates. 1 lapis is that. How about a gold plate? Can I get a gold plate from the compressor? I can get it from the metal former. Okay. Or a block cutting machine can make 9 at a time, right? What would be involved in making a metal former? A few steps of a few things that I'm going to probably hold off on for now. But that's cool, right? And we should be able to just power that with redstone while we're waiting to have a generator. Because I just need a few... I only need a few plates, right? I only need 4 plates. So hopefully that's not a particularly large amount of redstone, right? Sweet. All right, then if that's what we're going to do now, let's also... I'm going to put some of this away for a minute, and I'm also going to put away you. Because what I want to make... You're full on power, so I'm not going to worry too much about getting the solar up and running just yet. Though I might want a capacitor from Mechanism. But let's get our smeltery up and running. Because we're going to need the gold plate, and for that we're going to need a smeltery going, right? So let's get that cooking. We'll leave these guys in here for the time being. But aside from this, the only other thing we need from the smeltery is the timer. And I think that's cool. So let's put the smeltery over here. How does that sound? So if this area is going to be a smeltery, let's be prepared for what it's going to look like when I break all this down. Okay. I can't wait for the comments on this video. Awesome dude makes awesome house for Dyer. Dyer immediately starts breaking it apart and making it ugly. Sorry, guys. I do what I can. So we want the tank will be on this side, the controller here, you with you and you. Just putting away some stuff that I don't necessarily need right now. And you know what? I'm probably just going to trash this door. Now, what if I just did this? That should keep things lit. Nice. I like it. I think I have at least 1 bucket of lava, and if I do, it would be in here. So let's keep this thing filled up. I should probably at some point go get like a big tank full of lava, so that we have all that stuff ready to roll, but we'll get to that. And then you're gonna go here, and then you're gonna go here, and you there. Perfect. And now let's go get our casts, our aluminum brass, and we want a chest, which should be... I already have the chest on me. Anything else I need for this part of it? I don't think so. That looks good, right? I don't know what that noise is. Sounds ominous though, right? Not even kidding. I have no idea what that noise is. So I need 1 gold plate. You're gonna go here with your timer. You're gonna go there with... I had a lever, but I'm making a new one because why not? I usually like you around, let's say 40. That sounds like a good... I think it was 20 before, but it's all good. All right, perfect. Now I just need a piece of gold turned into a plate, and we should see if this guy's done. Do what now? I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. That seems like a really bad dupe bug, doesn't it? Shouldn't you be... Compressor. Turns a lapis into a lapis block? think I found a bug. Wow, that is really a big dude bug. Not that lapis is like the most important material in the world, but yeah, that was supposed to be a lapis plate. I made a compressor, not a compactor. What? Oh, it's lapis powder. Okay. Okay, my bad. So lapis dust. Can I make that in the mechanism, dude? Yeah, my bad. Crusher. Yes. Cool. My bad. Wrong thing. But yeah, I just found like a really hilarious dude. So for now, the old infamous for now, right? If you're in wrench mode, would you be able to do that? Nope, definitely not. So we're gonna need our hammer. We're in like this weird quasi not quite up and running mode just yet. And I'm working on just getting myself in a good position. You guys can go in here, by the way. Oh, hey, my gold plate. Thank you. Because I just need to get power up and running. And it just occurred to me that I did the thing. I'm going to do this. What if I do that? Does that work? I think that works. Right? So I can... It still looks nice, and it's just 2 pieces of glass missing, so I can just pop in and out as needed. I think that's cool. For now, I'm just going to do... I'm going to obviously rewire this a little bit differently in a bit, but you get the idea, right? I think I put some upgrades in here, didn't I? You guys did retain your upgrades that I had in there, so that's nice. Advancement made. All right, so you, compressor, do that. Neat. Turning lapis into lapis blocks. That's a thing. So then the only other thing I need is some redstone blocks, and then we should be good to make flux ducts, right? Now, if I want hardened for the future, because this can do 2,000 RF a tick, nice. 8,000, 18,000, 32, and 50,000. And this is nigh infinite. So for now, I feel like this is probably sufficient, right? 2,000 RF a tick. I don't think I'm going to need more than that for a while. So I think we should be cool. When in doubt, we'll do a little bit of that. Nice. So the only thing we need now is glass, right? So that's absolutely something I should probably get my hands on. I don't seem to have any sand. How about in here? I've got a little bit of sand. I know I'm short on glass because I just used a bunch of it to do a thing. Now the basic smelting factory is going to have no power as well. Part of the reason that I want to change things up here, right? Okay, so there's the last of that. Some of that. So now I should be able to get, there we go, 32 of you, easily. And then just a little bit more. I thought it was blocks of redstone. Oh, it was, okay, cool. That'll be nice. Having that is going to be a heck of a lot better than these wires all over the place, because, you know, dire wire and all. So now let's figure out how I'm going to actually get this thing working, right? Because we're going to want connectors throughout places. How that's going to work is a super good question that I don't have a great answer to. Right? Like, I can place this capacitor wherever and run wiring however, and it would be fine. But how exactly I'm going to do that is like a really good question that I super don't have a great answer to. Where's my bed? Because I want wiring through those top thingies that I was showing you guys, through these corridors here. I just need to figure out how to power the machines now. I'm thinking underneath will probably be the best bet. I should get some alumite so I can repair my shovel. That would be super smart. But how to wire it, right? Because I'd like these wires to still go from room to room. Which means I need to get, probably would like to have my solar panel there. But I don't want a wire hanging down, especially if it's going to zap me every time I walk into this room. That would clearly be kind of dumb. Don't want that to happen. So what I could have, what if I put you, see how nice it is having this? We're gonna need more relays at some point, but that should work, right? I think that's cool. Can I put a relay like here? Nope. I can do it here though. That should be relatively not super dangerous. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I think I do. This counts as a shovel, right? Perfect. So we get these new leadstone flux ducts that we have, which are super fancy and awesome. And everybody's excited that we have better wiring because dire wire is a thing. And that should work. Now the only thing that you're not connecting to is the charging station, because you have to be connected in the back. But I can manage that. And at some point we could do like a facade or something there to make it look a little bit better. But for now, that totally works. Yeah. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see, because I think I might have the, because I just need structure ducts, right? Don't I just need structural ducts? Yeah, so it's 2 iron nuggets and a lead. Right? And then, if I'm not mistaken, I do that and this, and there's your covers. Neat. Now, just to be clear, can I do that and then have you still connect, or do you block the connection? I'm not entirely sure. The only way to find out would be to pop this in there and see if it runs out of power. Doesn't look like it is, so I'm going to call that working. Right? Looks good to me. Fancy. I'll take it. Cool. So that's that room up and running. This is up and running. What else do we have to get back up and running? More Tinker's stuff to do. A couple just miscellaneous things. So let's put away some inventory stuff. I'm going to put you in the metals chest after all, the nuggets, because clearly I needed them again. Aluminum brass can go in here. All right, let me organize my base just a little bit. Might place a few more things, and then we'll be back to continue progression. So just doing some building work. How would it look if I did this and this? That should be cool, right? I like that. And yeah, it fits. Barely, but it fits. Good enough for me. I have a hammer. Bing. Nice. And then you just need a hopper on top of you. Hey, come back here. Wrong thing. You can see I'm in the middle of rebuilding a lot of what we need. I had a hopper. I had a hopper. See, I told you I had a hopper. I just accidentally put it away because dire derps. Perfect. And then the preheaters, we'll probably want those installed as well. I'm going to have to figure out how to power them over there. But we'll figure that out. Speaking of extra utilities, do you have the wireless? How hard is this thing to make? Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. That doesn't look terrible. What about you? Oh, you're a little bit more bad. Wireless booster. Stone burn. These things are probably not too bad. Wireless network card tier 2 and wireless booster. Wireless booster, a little bad. Not horrible, though. Not horrible. And you... Looks like lots of crafting, but not terrible. Not terrible. Doable. Definitely within reason of doable. Alright, I'm going to keep on keeping on here, and we'll be right back. So I'm going to try my hand at the first set of transferring over here. So you're going to be a carpenter here and a squeezer there. How's that sound? Cool. And we'll have, for now, we'll just do that. All right, connected that wrong. You. Now, I'm not sure if we'll be able to get this across, but like right around here is where I can do that. Now, that was a oak wood plank, so I'm going to be prepared for that. I'm not sure if this will connect. We'll find out. Oh, it did. Good. But it won't connect. Perfect. It won't connect directly from here to there. Because the wire, like you'll see it kind of droops down a little bit. See how the wire kind of droops downwards? If it goes from here all the way across, distance-wise it reaches, but the drooping of the wire goes through the blocks. So you need to have a central bit there. So that works. Perfect. Cool. So you guys should be getting juice now. Yes? Ish? I think so. Should work. So a little bit of dire wire, but not horrible. Not horrible. I might have some seeds that I can borrow just to test that this is actually working, and they would be in this chest. Cool. We have some pumpkin seeds, so I'm going to convert you guys, and we'll just cook this straight up. Cool. So you and you. You cooking? No power. Why not? MV wire connectors, relay. You actually should be working. But you know what? I got an idea. Hold on. It might be that the top here is not an output. Now you working? Yeah, now you're working. Beautiful. Speaking of power, we need to get this up and running again. So if I, ran outside here, would it be sufficient to place it like right here? Would you be sufficiently generating? 640 works for me. Technically part of the render is underneath blocks, but it still says it's producing 640, so I'll take it, right? Let's get the proper tool for mechanism. And then we can do you. And actually, speaking of, I still need this out to make that blue. And now you should be filling up, yes? So you should be draining. Nice. That's cool. We'll look at maybe getting a better battery at some point in the future, but for now, that should work, right? So 10 million RF stored there in that battery, or getting stored. And hey, I'm feeling pretty good about this base. I think we're pretty much done rebuilding everything we had before. Anything else urgently that I need excuse me, need. Probably nothing urgent. The rest of the stuff can kind of just chill for now. We'll set up our cow in a jar, just because it's like, hey, why not? Hello, cow in a jar. You're off center, and that's going to bother people. There. See, guys, I do think of you. You know what I want? I want to get creosote going again, so let's go with that. There is an advanced coke oven in this pack, by the way, which I might get to. We'll see how badly I need creosote oil and other stuff. So, yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape. What do you guys think? I think the last thing I'm going to want to do before we wrap up the episode here is get a little bit of base wiring done in preparation for what will probably be future things. So this might need to go here. Let's see if I'm right about this. You to you, you to you, to you. Nice. All right, that's not bad. Right? Or was I breaking the center one here? That might have been what I was doing. Yeah, let's stick with that. Actually, duh. So what do you guys think? Dyer living in a nice house? Is that like craziness or what? Alright, so that should be a majority of my base wired up in preparation for what will eventually be more machines and more stuff in there. A big part of the reason I'm doing this, though, is I wanted to get power over to here. So by doing that, we should... We'll see what that looks like. Yeah, that works. Cool. So does that mean then that I can do something like this, that, and that? Oh yeah, duh. You don't like this being here. That's all right. I can get rid of you without too much trouble, I think. Oh, you're still annoying. There's a way to fix this. There's a way to fix this. There's gotta be a way to fix this. I want it to still look neat. You know what I mean? If I put another one of these here. I think that looks good, yeah? Ow, ow. Works for me. All right, so I'm going to call that a wrapping up point for the episode, right? Like, that's pretty cool, right? Our blast furnace preheaters now have power. We're pretty well powered throughout the base. Ready for any and all power needs that we will have going forward-ish. And I think that's awesome, actually. We have MV power going out through that way. I think this is like the only corner that I haven't powered yet, and maybe this room as well, but then this should be back in my mechanism room. Yeah. So most of the base has power, right? We'll come back next episode, and we'll get back to progressing. Now that we've moved into a proper and nice-looking house, we can continue with progression, which I'm not entirely sure what our next steps are. Probably a little bit more mechanism, and then we'll want to start actually looking in the quest book to see like what's next, right? So we got into mechanism. Now, to get to thermal, we're going to need, we got the forestry, so we should probably get a few more forestry machines going on, right? Cool. Yeah. Neat. Hooray! Quests completed. Quests that I did for obvious reasons. Cool. Launch pads from advanced rocketry. That's probably nice. Poutine. Palomar would love it. Ooh, a phasic resonator. Those things are nice and not super easy to get, from what I recall. Not super expensive, but not super easy to get either. think that shows you where like the nice places to set up an astral starlight thing are, right? Isn't that what that's about? Pretty sure. Anyway, we got to wrap up the episode. So, Devil20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We will come back next time and have some more crazy fun. For now, take it easy.